everybody, and welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan, and today is rather exciting because I have a rather cheeky build for you. Look, it's the new guy, Bolivar. Simon, the man with the most arrow-like sideburns in the game so far. Look, he's literally pointing on either side of his face towards success. What a man. Today, we're going to be starting a run where I get to show you his cheekiest form. The form that will make you a nightmare to everyone else around you. The form that no one wants to see. For yes, you can purchase in settlements with unrest. That is a rather useful thing. You can also have one constructible for free when you conquer a settlement. Even more exciting. What's this? 1-3 war support? Oh game, don't you know that war support is my favorite thing? Let's start with the Anchus. What does it do? Plus 1-3 war support on all wars. So now we have 2 war support. And what's this? The inscribed sling bullet? Giving me a military attribute point that can then be used to, let's face it, you already know what I'm going to say, plus 1 war support. Well, now we're on plus 3. And I wonder who we're going to play. Should we play the geographic choice, the Mayans? Well, recently they've been rather nerfed. What have you done for access to my poor, sweet Mayans? That used to be 15%. It's probably for the best, but still, how could you? No, not today. Could it be Rome, the strategic choice? But again, they've been nerfed so badly. Why is the Legion only plus 1 combat strength for every tradition? It used to be plus 2. Never mind. No, not today. Not today. We're going to be playing Persia. Yes, they have a powerful commander. Yes, the Immortals are rather fun. Yes, the unique improvement can be placed to give you culture and gold for days, but none of that is important. Not even infantry units receiving plus 3 combat strength when attacking. Stacks up nicely with Immortals, but no, not what I'm excited about. No, 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 no. Today, 30% production towards constructing the Gate of All Nations. Deity difficulty, standard speed, continents map. We're going to stick with small today. Dear audience, you're going to see today a wonderful assortment of mods. If you want to know any of the mods that I'm using in this playthrough, come along to Discord. I keep a list. I've also put a video out recently explaining how to use mods yourself. I'd recommend going to watch that. If you want to play along, the turn 1 save file for this game is also in Discord. So pray that you will be given endless eternal life. Take the initiative when going for your next job interview, providing that it's for the army. Remember how cultural, full of gold you are, and pray that you get a better start than this. Let's get going. It's turn 1, and as you can see from this start, it's a little bit rubbish. I do have the production of the deserts, okay. That will help me to get a little bit of stuff. There's a couple of clay pits around, a huge amount of farms. A source of horse is okay. Incense is okay, but neither of these are particularly decent resources, so we have an option. We either just accept that this start is going to be a little bit funny, and we settle, and we be done with it, or we go and explore. I like the idea of a slightly challenging start, so I today am going to be settling in place. It's worth pointing out, by the way, that this is the first full game that I'm playing after patch 1.1.1, and that means that the first time in a long time I can say thank you to the wonderful channel supporters on Patreon and Coffee. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm sorry I have let you down in this horrible nameless section where I couldn't put any of your names to the cities. I'm sorry. Welcome. Private selection generously. Oh, and so it begins again. Thank you again. The support you give me extends way beyond the videos I put up. I really appreciate everything you all do. Here's the military point. I can give myself 5 combat strength against independent powers and city-states, and this is a really useful point. I'm tempted to do that, to be honest with you, but the build is the 1 war support on all of my wars. Let's start with this. I feel like starting with it for the memes, and then we'll go to that later if we have to. So as you can see, some of these farms are okay. Some of these farms are not okay. We have no mountains. So the idea of rushing for the monument start in this instance isn't looking particularly useful. Mines and quarries as well, there's not a huge amount going on. We do have a couple of mines. Yeah, it's mainly farmland, pastures, and plantations, which kind of points us going animal husbandry, pottery. The saw pit is less useful. I think the brickyard potentially is sort of useful. Look, I mean, we've got the granary. What would help me in this instance to rush finish my wonder, because I think that's the main thing we need to do. Either we need to go down to the Gate of All Nations in Discipline Mastery, or we need to go through the Persian tree, which we won't have access to until 12 turns have passed. Well, there is one thing that I can see, and we're going to be using map tax today to remind and plan for what we want to be doing. 2 resources. It's not a lot, but it does give me a little something. Let's just reveal more of the map. There are more resources. Okay, so it's a double horse start. That is more of a cavalry rush than I'm used to playing Persia, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Get a second scout going. Pastures will gain food with animal husbandry. The granaries gain food as well. So these would become 3 food 1 production, and that would be 2 food production. I mean, these aren't bad tiles, you know? The Gate of All Nations has to be built adjacent to a district. I think what I'm going to do is attempt to put the library down on the 2 adjacency tile. That would give it 4. I'll then say that we're probably going to plonk this down, the barracks, which will share the adjacency. Then, after that point, we'll plop the Gate of All Nations down on this tile. It will be next to a district, and I know it is getting rid of a 2 resource tile, but it will then, for the capital, unlock this one, which does the same thing, and it creates 2+3s. Then I'll be able to go Academy and Blacksmith on those, creating 2 double epic tiles. That's not a bad start. The marble, by the way, is useless. It won't help wonders in desert at all. That's a semi-decent monument tile. I'll just save that for now. Okay, we'll think about the planning as we go. These map tacks, they only work a little bit. All of my plans will probably fall down as soon as I hit genuine trouble. Okay, let's start with animal husbandry and focus on getting these pastures ASAP. Already there is an independent scout running around, no problem. We'll ignore them. Oh, 75 gold or 45 science. That's not bad. Let's go for the gold. I've actually had a lot of luck in recent games going gold to try and get the settler out as soon as possible. I know this gives me a little bit more happiness, but it's in the wrong direction. Let's move down towards this source of horse. May I just say, Bolivar's yellow and blue color scheme is absolutely lovely. It's one of my favorites. It's beautiful. It's very me. I can't really describe it otherwise. It's just very me. There is the coast, and here is a very, very angry village. We'll keep an eye on you. We might have to go killing. You never know. One of those games that starts with, ha ha ha, it was all lovely. So anyway, then I stabbed him. The population. This time, here is the horse. Remember, the pasture will be improved in a second. It'll give this a tiny bit more food, and we've opened up all of these tiles that we like a lot. I might just pop down a farm here to unlock the monument tile later. That will be replaced eventually. Anything that you put down on a map tack, well, that'll eventually end up being replaced, so it's all fine. Speaking of, the granary is already worth 3 food. That's quite a lot for me. I'm tempted to just get that finished ASAP, or we could go for another scout or a warrior. I want to be greedy with the food, but if I don't go for the double warrior, I think Gordium is going to run me over. Brutally so. I don't have to put up with that. That's a long navigable river. Oh, goodness me. Why am I not playing Egypt? I was thinking about playing Egypt on this run. I went away from that idea in the end, but now I'm looking at this thinking, Ursa, you fool. Why did you not? Never mind. 60 culture. Oh, that's really good because that will rush me towards my wonder. There we go. So now this run is all about building the wonder nice and quickly. So I'm tempted to go classical republic, but it also gets me through the civic tree nice and quick. Despotism, considering I'm going to be using a unique infantry unit, I think that's probably the sensible play. But I'm going classical republic this once. I always go for despot. Let's try something a tiny bit adjacent to that. Satrapies is the thing that unlocks the Gate of All Nations. Okay, so I'd have to go through Sparta, which is good on maintenance and gives production towards training infantry units. We do want that pretty quick, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go down discipline to earn it because that will unlock my unique army commander, and you get a free one as well. The quicker we unlock the army commander, the faster we can be leveling them up, and we've got to get them to level 4 as soon as possible. Charismatic leader, we'll just push that through a little bit. It takes 3 turns off. Excellent. Remember, Deity AI cheats. It cheats outrageously, so it will be getting culture pretty rapidly. What a bad location for a settlement, to be honest with you. But there are 2 villages down here that are going to stunt my expansion in that direction. Please be culture. Please be culture. No, science is okay. I would have had pretty much everything would have been brilliant apart from, in this instance, economy. But we want culture because I've actually discovered the monument boost on Antiquity city-states is outrageously strong. I'm really enjoying that in my games at the moment. So there's animal husbandry. good. My pasture has some more food. Now we need to rush through to get through to the production and science buildings as soon as possible. Again, I can go masonry, but we're going to go for the usual writing boost through pottery. For me, it's the play. And we've got one warrior. I will follow that up with a slinger, just so that I can have a frontline unit and then something stood behind. 15 production to private selection journey. What's lovely. The fact that we can rename these things now just makes me so happy. It's useful production, but it would only be 2 turns. I would rather gain 15 turns of happiness towards my next celebration. Now that is useful. Mr. Scout, please remove yourself from my lands. I don't get any experience from doing this, but attacking them just makes me feel happy. One could say I'm just a horrible person. Next population. I don't think there's any harm in trying to get that sort of horse now. So let's travel up the river. The river is likely to be replaced by any one of the buildings that can only be put on a river. For instance, a bath. The warrior didn't like me attacking the scout, but to be honest with you, I don't care. Hides, silver, lots of production and useful resources down there. The wool is also quite handy. Got one source there. We've got a cotton wool settle over to the right. That's a lot of production, but I could send back to the capital. 2 production on the wool, 2 production on the cotton. That would boost the Gate of All Nations quite nicely. So we'll consider that. Okay, look, they attacked me in my fortified position. If you want to do that, you're very welcome. I've now got the fortifications. We're going to start healing every turn. Yeah, you just keep attacking that position. Why not? Why would you not? Yes, soon I shall turn your bodies into salami. It's the canon thing that I do. Double cotton and camels over here? All right, now this is actually looking like a really decent place. I would normally go for the influence to hit the city-states, but that's culture that helps me to get the gate quicker and also will put me into a celebration almost instantaneously. But look over here. 1, 2, 3 resources means that this is one of those wonderful places to put some amazing tiles. We'll just pin that for now. I'm thinking, I know, be careful, Ursa. We need to explore a little bit more. Maybe a settlement there. Just chain all these resources up. That could be good. Culture, city-state. Again. Oh no, that is the one I want. That's the one I want. We want the monument boost. We'll probably go for the science first and then into the monument, but both are useful. Look, we'll work it out. We'll figure something out pretty quick. It's a 3 cotton star. Oh, it's even better than I thought. This is absolutely city contention. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. My gold, I'm actually going to save it. I'm not going to spend my early game gold. We're going to go into city number 2 as fast as possible. I'm going to make this the library and barrack spot and then replace that with the academy and blacksmith. We'll pop those there instead. This is suddenly really good. The city center will go there. Okay, we like it. This is good. 20% culture for 10 turns. Pop tool making in. Burn through. Burn through those early game things. Some more happiness or production in gold. Let's take it. Finishes another slinger. Now we have 2. And let's befriend the independent. Get as many of these going as we can. 2 slingers, 1 warrior. Fine. I will give in. Maybe go for a granary, or do we just want a tiny bit more army? No, let's go for the army. I won't regret having an army later. I mean, we could go and disperse some independents. It would give us some gold and some army experience, but I just like having them as friends. I like stacking my yields like that. What can I say? I'm a big lover of city-states. Here is the commander. Let's immediately grab the mastery. 9 turns. Gate of All Nations. Loads of resources down here for army production. Maybe this settlement has to be destroyed, or we can trade with it later. Big resources. Big dreams. We can also rename commanders now. So let's bring Lady Sucklington into the fray. Yeah, maybe we go and kill this. Level my commander up just a smidge. Pottery. Now on to writing. Yeah, all right. We'll disperse this one. It will give us the gold we need to make our first city. So we'll go and do that. Now the Persian commander's getting initiative for 3 is amazing because it's also 2 things, 2 real separate things that I like. Firstly, units can move after unpacking from the commander means that you can slingshot units in and out of the commander in a rather cheeky way, which is absolutely wonderful. But secondly, it means we're going to be going down assault, which I would already want to do. We could either go for ranged unit attack on siege, or we could go for infantry and cavalry. Given the fact that we have so many horses, I think we're going to go down that left side. But for instance, it means that I can deploy a slinger and have it move move the same turn. So the slinger can fire over the top, do some damage, and we can start leveling that commander up nice and quick. The warriors, well, I'm not going to lose health for nothing. We're just going to move these, put them in defensive locations, get you to attack me. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. We need a bit of production here. So up the river we go to this beautiful source of horse. And instead of finishing this warrior, we can now go for the settler. I want to get both settlers out as soon as I can. Ideally, as Persia, you have 8 settlement limits, so you should be getting near Pax Imperiatoria, at least to this one. If you can get this, you get fealty in exploration, which increases your settlement cap by 2 and makes a huge difference. We'll see if we can rock that. If I want to lose production and gain a boost to tech, or just get tech, I'd rather just get tech. I don't think that boost is ever really worth it, especially when you're making settlers. Yep, they killed themselves on my warrior. If that is how you wish to play this, I fully respect that. I am confused by it, but fine. Oh, we've met somebody. Xerxes. Oh, I do apologize for stealing Persia from you. It's the angry war Persia as well. Oh, Xerxes, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Neither capital will be revealed. Well, let's stay neutral for now. I will save my influence for something handy. He's already got 2 settlements out. He's doing well. I am not ruling out some sort of horrible early war, trailing in technology. Look, I'm trying, okay? Don't just be so mean to me. HUZZAH. Okay, if we can suzerain that'll be awesome. Good visibility near Persia's lines. Gold, double cotton, iron. That is another good settlement location. Let's keep an eye over here. I might just chain my settlements up and go 1, 2. That could be very useful. Lingers in position. Fire at will. Well, actually, I have no evidence that the warrior or any of the warriors in this settlement are actually called will. So I can't make that assumption, you know? It's cruel of me. Coordinated attack, and we're in. How much gold can we get for clearing this? How much experience can we get for clearing this? 25. That's a big amount. And 100 gold. Very good, very good. And a military attribute point. Well, what do we want to go for? Settlement limit? Ignoring happiness penalty from unrest? Well, we can already buy things, so maybe that's not necessarily needed. Gold maintenance for all units? Let's focus on army size. Production towards military units, and then we'll go down to maintenance in a bit. We have the level route. Attack with my units. Already, we have some good promotions. We've met somebody else. Oh, it's a Jaguar Slayer. It's Mayan Franklin. Oh, that is a dangerous mix. Let's be nice to you as well. He often is very strong on early game science. In fact, he's already on plus 40. How is he on plus 40? Deity things. That's how. Okay, first settler done. Out we go. Immediately. Make your way to those resources. My capital's got some improving to do. Put a few turns into the settler as well. Get those first 2 settlements out ASAP. I don't want to say that the land over here is better than my land, but it definitely is. Just pointing that out right now. Discipline. Gate of all nations. It's available. I now no longer need to rush for charismatic leader. So survey goes in just to explore this map a little quicker. Oh, my scouts have been so unlucky with things like floods this game. Military aid. It's fun. I don't need it right now though. Not right now. Caithness. Oh, military. Now again, this is something really useful because I could use that to increase power of my troops even more. Do we finish the settler? I think we finished the settler, you know. Once the settler's done, we go Gate of all nations. Although, of course, we need to build over to it. So I should have done the granary. Okay, let's get this. Oh, how much do we want to rush this? I think we do want to rush this. I can't afford not to. Okay, what I'm going to do is put a granary on this tile. Then we will be able to build the library and then the Gate of all nations like that. It's 5 food. It's a really very good building. Let's pop that down. Then I can move the farm over to this source of horse. It actually gives me a little bit more production. Yeah, it's all about chaining this stuff up. Next up, mysticism. All of the good pantheons are probably gone by now, but it doesn't mean we can't get a bad pantheon, you know? There are all 3 of Xerxes' settlements. Settlement number 2, and they are connected. Good. I was worried they wouldn't be. So, Dan Cave, your first mission is to just pick up as much cotton as you can and send it back to the capital so it can be producing wonderful things. Then, in a second, I'm going to get you to start building the library. Though I do need 600 gold. Okay, just grow casually. Just be chill for a bit. It's already taken a turn off the settler. Excellent. Lafayette, Rome. Oh my goodness, we have a bunch of very scientific, very aggressive people. Don't forget, we're playing with Roman holiday. So the AI will be performing particularly well. There's Franklin. Frankly, I should have expected him to go and settle into this area. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. If I can settle and grab some of his cotton, I will. In fact, he could be somebody that I declare war on if he chooses to go and settle somewhere that is very undefended. My army's not particularly hardcore or advanced, but it is numerous. Oh, my scout. The scouts are so fragile. There should be so many more options to keep them alive. Well, now we've got writing. We're going to go down mastery. I think it's the best thing to do. Get the codex, get the extra science on the library. It's going to be a good library. It's going to be a very, very good library. I'll get that built as soon as we can. Oh, hello, Mr. Slinger. You are going to attack me, are you? I think not. Let's just assume any idea you have of attacking me is a bad idea. And let's see what we can get. So Philosopher's Circle is a really good long-term bonus, but I think we're going to start in the usual way with going for Pilgrimage. A 3 technology for this and every future city-state that I suzerain. That gives me sailing for 3. It's something that just saves me a lot of time for later. And I am going to go and try and settle in a line over in that direction. I know it's not going to be connected to my capital, but it'll be connected to Dan Cave, and that's the important bit. Focus fire and attack. Oh, these slingers. Why do they even bother? That's where I'm going to put my city center. I want the gold, the iron, all 3 cotton. I want all the resources effectively. If I can reach them all, I will. But I think this is a very good place. Time will tell, hey? Befriend independent. Do we go for the science one or the military one? I want both, but the science I think will help. It'll unlock the immortals quicker. Why would you go straight for my capital? My army's all the way over in the closer settlement. Oh, I love that. Oh, well, another cotton. 16 production now. Taking another turn off the library. Good, 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 good. It's brought down the gold cost quite a bit as well. We will get a second city as quick as we can. Bermuda Triangle. Oh. 2 science and culture per age. 1 science to coastal tiles on this settlement. This is probably worth maybe considering settling, although Karma's here blocking it. It's a fun one to settle, and I do like fun one to settles, but I don't know if it's the one for me. Okay, the library's finished. Excellent. Gate of All Nations time? These warriors aren't attacking me at the moment. They're just sort of standing around. Fine, 1 slinger, and then the Gate of All Nations goes down. Which tile was it? It was this one. Perfect. That should be good. You're going to denounce me, are you? Fine. And my question, is this going to be too far away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It should be fine. We should have a road connected up here. Let's test it. Yep, it's connected. Dan Cave is close enough. Good. The Flying Foot. Feeling like the gold is a good idea. But for now, all I need you to do is just continue being amazing. I'm going to have multiple cities, so let's put 10% production towards buildings in all cities. I'll just leave my army here waiting. We are tempted to have quite an early charge. I go for the cotton first or the I actually want to make sure I go for this iron first. That's really useful for me. So let's head down in this direction. We'll claim the gold and then we'll go for the cotton afterwards. Codex is finished. Gate of All Nations now being produced. Slinger can do some damage. To remind these rapscallions that they need to move on, we just keep improving the settlement. Next up, I would like bronze working, but we're going to go with masonry first. How has Franklin got 80 science already? That's wild. More cotton for me. Don't mind if I do. Just helps with the gate. Everything helps when it comes to the gate. More settlements. Ah, this one's being claimed. Okay, never mind. Good to know it's there though. Oh, Copan. Yeah, went immediately for Bermuda Triangle. That's fine. That's fine. That's the continent split here, by the way. Oh, I actually did manage to settle in another continent. So maybe Flying Foot going to end up being an amazing city that all of these get put towards. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, Dan Cave is now suffering the assault of all of these random warriors. So I'm having to bring my army back, which is slightly frustrating, but I guess that is what the army is for, being used. Kilimanjaro. Oh, it's 2 wonders for Franklin. No wonder he's doing so well. So gold. Now we've claimed the iron. Excellent. Flying Foot can get useful stuff now. We got to hope we pick up some more influence here because Franklin's also going after the other military city-state, which is not good. So people need to come and settle near me, aggrieve me in some way. That will help because ideally I would like to claim this one. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for the second science. I got greedy on science. Never mind. Influence has been taken. Goddess of the Harvest is still available. Sun is still available. Forge, Sea, Wisdom. Quite a few decent ones going. There aren't many super exciting options for me. I'm going to stick with Goddess of the Harvest for now. Now we go down the Persian civic tree. 50% production towards training infantry units is something I can get on board with. Ouch. Big farm repair build up. Never mind. We'll suck it up because we have to. Do I want +1 warrior or +1 migrant? You know what? I'm going to take them as a warrior today. Build up a large army. Monuments. Unlocked. Now we go to irrigation and bronze working. Did it just flood again? It did, but this time it at least didn't kill anything. Okay, that's better. But the slinger would really enjoy not being killed of a flood every other turn. Yeah, Caffness, I'm not going to actually be able to compete with, which is real shame, but that's okay, because it means I basically have a free reign to go and kill it now and get some more experience that way. Send some production back to my capital. Also, let's go for Philosopher's Circle. Science buildings receive +1 science for every city-state you're suzerain of, which gives me a 3 technology as well. Irrigation, I was just working on that. Good. Oh, bronze working time then. Let's unlock the barracks, which goes with our libraries, but also unlocks the immortals. Dan Cave, 450 gold. Has your time arrived? You know what? Tempted to believe it has. I just love the idea of another library. Food on the granary, gold on granary. This is such a small bonus. Let's go for gold. Found 2 more settlements for culture on granary. Build 4 more ancient walls for production towards military units. Oh, let's do that. I can build some walls. That's okay. Oh, and now we have the option to get some influence. I would need 100 to boost, plus the 170. Even that wouldn't now be enough, so we need 270. Yeah, this is still nowhere near. Sorry, we'll take the codex. Give me the science. Yep, convert to city. I think it's worth it for now. Dan Cave. It's a +6 library. What can I say? It's just too good to say no to. All right, let's see what we can do. Why would it put the slinger there of all places? I don't know. Doesn't matter though. Attack. Annoy Franklin where you can. It's the only way. Well, there is another military city-state there. Oh, okay. Maybe we can try and convert that one instead. We'll give it a go. We'll need a little bit more influence, but I think this is doable. Let's start that. We'll catch up. We'll find a way. Sorry, Franklin. Where does this send the production? Will it send it to Dan Cave or the fly-in for? I think it'll send it to the capital. Okay. Private selection. Genoa Salami has built the Persian wonder, the gate of all nations. How many nations? All of them. Every single one, as long as they're blue, which works really well with my color scheme. I like that. +2 war support in current and all future wars. And it's the Persian wonder. So I think it gives me a narrative event eventually. I don't know when, just eventually. All right, more cotton. Let's move some stuff around now. Dan Cave gets to have some cotton so it can grow. Flying foot, I think is probably worth keeping some as well. No, it's not. Sorry, capital gets it. Capital needs for production. Let's build a second commander. And then I can move my units over and have a second army. 3rd promotion. Cavalry bonus. We just want to get to assault so that we can get down to order and get +5 combat strength. Well, Lafayette is to the north. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, did that just take out all my resources? It did. Dan Cave, no. Repair plantation. That was pretty brutal. Even the warrior took some damage there. Actually, do I get a monument here? Could be the time to be building a monument. Thinking about it for the influence. It's only +1 though. It's not going to really help me. Is that another army you're sending over to me? This independent nation is being, no joke, awful. I am building a second army though. So that at the very least is fairly useful. Pyramids has been finished. Oh, Dan Cave is being assaulted. No. Come on. Let's not be having any of that. We don't need survey anymore. So 2 gold on all settlements, +3 combat strength against independent powers. I feel like this will be helpful round about now. There have been more settlements in this area, and it looks like an army is being brought over. Okay, let's keep an eye on Xerxes. He may declare on me. Certainly would make things a bit easier. Backing away now. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, that's a strong army. I don't like the look of that. Luckily though, reinforcements have arrived. There we go. Second commander being leveled up. It's always nice when you can come into combat with multiple forms of new army. Time to denounce. Just make sure that we have the momentum here. I want to be able to attack when I want to. Camels! Yay! That's a fun resource. We don't need it right now, but we will soon. More troops, more attacks. Okay, we're now hostile, but we just have 2 turns. And we'll have immortals. Immortals are a big improvement. The monument's down now. The barracks can go down very shortly. Let's finish this brickyard off. The barracks finished. Send my second army over to go and reinforce. I'll move a couple of troops with it, and we'll leave a couple behind. I want to be totally undefended in my own lands. Slightly undefended is fine. They'll be all right. Spada. 50% production towards training infantry units. And that's a nice one. We don't necessarily need it hugely, but if I do build reinforcements, it's nice to know that I can build them quickly. Speaking of, start building a bit of a warrior here, and yep, fine. It's just more units are going to just be continually trickling in from over there. Ignore them. They'll get bored of eventually. Let's unlock my unique improvement. That will help get me some well-needed culture. Oh, look, yeah, reinforcements. Yay! How about you leave me alone? Time for the barracks at any rate. Get these finished. That will hugely increase the amount of production in my nation. We'll go for the wheel so that I can use my sources of horses. Let's see the economic damage of upgrading. Warriors need 120. Archers need 80. Wow, that is expensive. Okay, let's get 1 immortal, 2 immortal, and we'll save my gold up. But yeah, that's expensive. Blimey. Lafayette settled near me. Oh, Ravenna over there. It's giving me influence. That'll help with this war. Yeah, this was a mistake. There was no way I was going to win that. The maths was way off. For whatever reason, I was thinking if he was halfway and I was there, if I put 1 support in, I'd catch him up. But that's not true at all. He was going 2 per turn. I was going 2 per turn. Boosting would have just gone to +3. I would have needed to boost twice. I don't know why my maths let me down there, but it did, and that's fine. Do you have any allies? No, you don't. Time to declare war. +5 combat strength for me. Yes. Bolivar is not happy, and he will exact his revenge. I don't know what the revenge is for. Just sort of like generic revenge. So one by one, we're going to unload our troops. We'll go immortal there, immortal there. Now those units can move forward slowly, like so, and we'll go slinger there, move you forward. Then we can go attack number 1, attack number 2, attack number 3, and attack number 4. The trick is going to be, can we take the settlement before reinforcements arrive? If we just charge in, we might be able to do this. Can I boost myself? I can boost myself twice. That's up to +7. Oh, he'll have no happiness now. That'll be very entertaining. And he didn't get reinforcements in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. It means I should be able to run in and claim. I can. Keep settlement. Yes. Excellent. Okay, we're up to limit. Now we've just got to defend for a few turns. Let the reinforcements hit me like a truck and go from there. Is it fair to rename settlements before they've even had unrest finished? Probably. But remember, we have a 3 purchase. What are we going to do? Altars would cost me gold, would give me a little bit of happiness. That will give me gold. That will give me, you know what? I might just put a brickyard in. Let's just get the brickyard done. Like so. It's for 3. We may as well. Gives me a little bit more gold per turn. So here comes the Indian fuzz. We've got archer, 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 slinger, spearman, spearman, and then just some random merchant. Not good. Might take a considerable chunk of damage if we stand here and fight, but I don't really see an alternative. I mean, I guess we could retreat and then head and try and take this settlement. There's a library here. Barracks, a blacksmith in progress. Wow, that means Persia's already at engineering. Wow, that's a good settlement. You know what? I don't have the settlement limit to support it, but at this point, we've learned that I don't really care for such things. Okay, let's head south and see if we can't take this settlement by surprise. Sometimes is totally fair. We can. The warrior behind the scenes there. Good to know. Good to know. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Attack is the best form of defense. Says nobody ever, but I'm going to claim that in this instance it might be. I feel like these slingers are just going to get sliced open if I leave them there. But again, we'd be aggressive. That's a chariot. Chariot is bad news. Chariots will be able to pretty much one-hit my slingers. Come on, Lady Sucklington. We need 1 more level from you as quickly as possible. Let's see how bad the revenge strike proves to be. Lots of attacks. They're going to attack into the settlement. They just want what? How does that work? Whoa, 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 whoa. My immortal was destroyed. 81 damage. No. With all of this war support? Slinger was 100%ed. Yeah, we kind of knew that would be a problem. Really? Like, that doesn't seem right. I think what happened there, and I don't think this is necessarily a correct thing, but I think the settlement didn't have any walls, so it immediately moved the troop in, but it forgot to actually fight the unit in there, because I have the defense to keep them out. That immortal was very strong. That was a promoted unit. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, fine. Well, we'll regather my troops back down here and we'll reconsolidate, but that is frustrating. Anyway, assault and order. +5 combat strength within the range. That will help. Slinger, you get to safety. Lady Sucklington, you pull back. Pull the units back. We're going to form a defensive perimeter around here, but not before we take this settlement in revenge. I'm not having myself get bullied here. Come on, strike. These are only 3 warriors, I know, but I think I have the units to do this. Come on, immortal, get the kill, and bam, +1 immortal. At least my narrative event gave me a 3 immortal. I guess that's fine. Oh, it's really far away from combat. Like, 1 by 1, Bolivar's commanders don decorations in acknowledgement of their bravery. 10% production towards training support units and 10% production towards training civilian units. Interesting, but I think I'll go 10% production towards military units. We're stacking those improvements now. All right, Mod Cleaner, welcome to the fray. And I think it's going to be a similar thing. Here's the thing. We could just get walls in and really hunker down here, but I don't think I need to be like that. Let's go for the brickyard. So much science in this settlement. This is good. This one's really, really good. So Xerxes will appear again. They have claimed a city-state, which isn't great, but, and here's the big but, we're entrenched now. We have a way of gathering our defenses and sticking around here. My second command, by the way, welcome Onion Possum. So we've got Onion Possum and Lady Sucklington. Just give everyone a turn. Bring the defenses back. Consolidate. Strengthen. We can do it. The Forever Legion. Do we get 50 gold or minus 75 gold, but plus 2 immortals? That is totally worth it. Oh yeah, troops. I'm going to leave one of them behind and send 2 to the front line. We want to go and take this settlement as well, to be honest. So, Lady Sucklington, you hold the defense in case this side breaks again. I think I might send Onion Possum. We need to get you a bit more experience. Actually, no. Lady Sucklington is the one with the strength hit. They're attacking, they're reinforcing. They're trying to bring a settler through here. This is a good way for Onion Possum to get some free experience. Just get all of your units to attack. Yay. Delicious. Attack, slinger. Attack, slinger. Oh, I thought we'd get the kill there. Alas, we did not. Come on, take this one. Then we can't be attacked from behind. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Slinger? I don't think so. This will send us over our settlement limit, but honestly, our happiness is already pretty bad, so we might as well. We might as well just embrace the chaos. Let's just conquer it all. Let's just do it. Let's just go so far over the cap that nobody's happy. Nobody knows what's going on. No one's pleased to be there. That's what we'll do. Currency into engineering into mathematics. Oh yay, resources. This will massively help. I already have no gold. 10% extra towards no gold is still no gold. Over settlement cap. I know. I am aware of this. I want culture or science. We actually want culture at the moment. So we've got to defeat an infantry unit with an immortal, which I have done. Now I need to defeat a cavalry unit with an immortal. I think I should be able to do that. It says the city district's full, but there's a health bar here that says otherwise. It lied to me. Never mind. Let's try and take this settlement back now. All the while we strike on this southern settlement with new immortals that are now reinforcing the fight. We always like to see new immortals. They're the best sorts of immortals. I never decided on my 3 building in this settlement. I think the brickyard. Let's just go with the brickyard. More gold. Excellent. An incoming peace deal. I want more than you're offering me right now. I do apologize. I have no need for peace. He says, realizing that, oh yeah, this is pretty well defended. Retreat. Onion Possum, this fight is not for you. Wait patiently whilst Lady Sucklington does all the hard work. All right, I'm perhaps being a tad brutal, but she's doing a very good job, admittedly. Come on, can we take it? Can we take it? Yeah, we can. And Silk Roads has been gifted as well. How are the legacy points going along? 3, 3, and 3. This is very evenly spread. I have a lot of military points, but we don't have any codices. We've only built 1 wonder. Let's keep that settlement. I'm daft. I might get a couple of altars for 3 now as well. Excellent. So gypsum is now available for production to any city that isn't my capital, which I do really like. And we put some hides in my capital, so the production of both settlements has gone up considerably. We're building a villa. Is that even worth it? It does help with a little bit of a happiness problem. Maybe we rush through the altar first instead. Yeah, let's do that. So I'd be tempted to make peace right now and just attempt to hold briefly, but I don't know. Now that I've named Kapiyobi, I feel a need to go and claim it. It's my mistake. You should never name them. Don't let the channel supporters know that you care for their well-being. It's only a bad thing. And you become attached to them. They're not disposable anymore. That's how they get you. Okay, our armies are now regathering, reinforcing, healing, generally up to no good, and that's great. Look at all these immortals we have in reserve. I think Kapiyobi, we can retake it and then go for these last 2 settlements. Oh no, there's 4. There's actually 1 more here than I thought. All right, well, maybe we just leave that one for a second. I don't know. We'll go and explore and see if we can find it. There are so many resources here. I want all of this stuff. This is so good. Their land was so much nicer than mine. Oh, this city-state got wiped off the face of the earth. I like that. Oh, it kept attacking me, so I'm actually really pleased to see it's gone. Franklin has suzerained everything, or tried to. I might have killed a couple, admittedly. We don't need to worry about the specifics of that. Okay, lots of troops on the open field of battle, which means we can get some really, really good attacks in here. This immortal is already starting to get some very, very good bonuses. That's an instant kill. Now we can fire over the top and try and attack this archer, and then attack with the immortal to get the kill. And Onion Possum. Possum also has the +5 combat strength. Brilliant. Oh, that's exactly what we wanted to see. We can now push our generals forward. I would say that is generally very good. So Lady Sucklington is going to head to the south. Onion Possum from the northwest. Kapiabi, you will be returned. I promise you that. Fact, we can just immediately go and attack that archer. Just stop them from being able to reinforce. Don't let them bully you. Keep pushing forward. Yes. I'm even going to start pillaging just to get a little bit of health back. And that's what I think a very, very good move. Reinforcements are charging in. 3 gold for every turn. Now that's a card. Let's get that in. Thank you. What do I have to do? Get a kill of a cavalry unit with an immortal. I think that's very doable. And now we can have either a 3 immortal or another leader. Hey, there's another one. Amazing. To the front line with you. Let's go for +1 settlement limit now. We need it. We need that settlement limit. Come on, take the settlement. You know you can. You know you want to. You know you must. Specialists. We haven't got any of those at the moment. Who even needs specialists, say? Let's just stack that immortal back in so we can get immediately one to deploy and get the full powered attack to take. Kapiyobi, please. Let me in. Let me in. And there we go. Settlement claimed. Now, do I get to build a second building? No, you don't, unfortunately. The game is too clever for that. It knows that I've already taken this once. That's fair enough. 3 over the settlement limit, though. That's terrifying. And my yields are suffering because of it. A capital's lost 24% of all of its yields. Dan Cave also at about the same amount. It's a bit of ouch. My yields are suffering, but do we just stick with it here? How has Franklin already finished Great Library? That is horrible. Maybe we try and take that settlement. Maybe we go for just 1 more. What's the harm in going for just 1 more? Our empire won't collapse, will it? No, surely not. I think this is one of those games where I'm looking at it and sometimes you can just max every single tree. But I've gone so aggressive. Getting to the end of this age is honestly the best thing that could happen to me. So I'm going to get this 100%. We're just going to keep knocking out. It's not going to unfortunately push the age forward, knocking somebody out, but it will help me to maximize because once we get into the next age, we'll get more settlement limit and all of our problems will probably disappear and we can recalibrate and go again. Maybe. We'll see. Yep, commit. Commit to the bit. That's what they always say. That's what we'll try and do in this instance. Mr. Archer, I very much need to come through, please. Thank you so much. There's another archer there. That's unfortunate. Come on, just 1 more. 1 more is all we need. We can even bring a ballista to the party. It doesn't do very much damage, but it'll be handy in a second when I start attacking actual settlements. Onion Possum, you're going to go down the logistics tree and we can get reinforcements to you quicker. You're just going to give me this for peace. I don't know where that is. I want this one, but I like the fact that you're really, really keen on peace. This gives me a lot of confidence about how this war is going for me. You've kind of shown more of your hand there than I think you meant to. I always find this really annoying because there's a settler stood on top of the archer. I have to kill the settler first before I can actually get there with the archer. I mean, come on. That's not how it should be. I think we all know that. Come on. There's not much more to go now. You just have to keep on fighting. Ignore the hordes of archers over here. This battle's not going well. This battle is substantially worse than the other ones. But it doesn't matter. Keep going. We got another point though. Hanging Gardens has been built, which gives me an expansionist point. Now that's not really very handy right now because it's 25% production towards settlers and that's it. But in exploration, this is going to be hugely important. So let's pop it in as soon as we can. It also puts us 1 closer to the warehouse buildings. And look how rubbish my yields are. 0 happiness, 0 influence, 7 of 4. And now we proceed to make this even worse. The defenses are destroyed. Come on. Attack and kill. Attack and kill. No, it didn't let me win. Oh, I'm going to lose a unit because of that. Come on, warrior. We desperately need peace. The horde is now beginning to descend. I need a couple of turns to reinforce. Hang on. Can I cheese this? If I bring the archer in and fire, killing the unit, then can I just deploy a unit on the tile? I can. Oh, I was able to do it. That is hilarious. We've just triggered a bit of a crisis. Oh no, is it the happiness crisis? Oh, it is the happiness crisis. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's all bad for me. Let's just take the least bad, which is -15. But oh, the happiness problems. This is -39. Oh dear. Oh dear. How about peace? Okay, peace. Well, now this is just a case of surviving. Surviving as long as we can. How hard could it be? Usual rules. Frankincense battle sword. If it's on fire, put it out. If it's not on fire, set it on fire. Chances are we'll find the right thing. I'm going to actually treat myself to one of my unique improvements and hope the narrative event is good. 300 happiness towards a celebration. Oh, that is genuinely really good. Or a bunch of culture towards settlement limit. Oh, culture towards settlement limit. Bam. Yay. Oh, that scrapes me out of 5 of the unhappiness penalty. Okay, that's not that bad. I've practically got nothing now. 10% production towards wonders or production towards buildings. Let's go for wonders. I am actually building a few of these. I've got 1 point, don't you know? We get Archimeid Empire now for a bit of pointless gold and settlement limit. We really need settlement limit generally. Let's go for the mastery. This is one of those rare opportunities where something like trade outpost would be really handy. We just need to get as much happiness as we can. 1, 2, 3 resources. That would be +6. It wouldn't actually get above. Urban center, possibly 1 culture and 1 science. It would only be worth 1, I believe. So a quick look, yeah, +1. So +6, +4. Nothing for that one. And Mod Greener only has 2 food, by the way, so there's very little to spread. That widget. +4, +4, a little bit of food. Would be a way of getting some culture. I'm actually going to go for a couple of urban centers. I really rarely go for these. So we'll go 2 of them. Okay, just a tiny bit more culture. Just edge me towards something decent. We need this age to finish now. We're done with it. I'm bored of this age. Great Steel. Oh, it was taken from me 2 turns away from being finished. Alas, what can you do? Complain. That's what you can do. Just outrageously complain. Quite like these 2 sources of gypsum. I have to move some stuff, I think. Buy a couple of villas. The influence would help to fill a small hole. And bam, another resource. None of them are particularly good, but it's more production. That helps. Mysticism. 16 extra food. Come on, everyone. Grow. Be the best settlements you can be. The capital's almost happy. I don't know how we've pulled that off, but I'm pretty impressed. All right, I'm gonna just spam my unique improvement. Hope that helps a little bit. It might do. And this monument might help as well, you know? Little bit more culture. Just edge up the culture. Slowly does it. More cotton. I want the economic point. So I might have to rearrange my resources around in a second to make that happen. Hey, my first great library point. I got a codex. I did rush that. I will admit. Now, it's getting worse. Minus happiness in cities, minus happiness in towns, settlements away from my palette. We'll go for this. I don't want it in my cities. My cities are gaining me yields. My towns I can sort of just let go of a bit. Or my thirst specialists. This has taken far too long to get. Oh, don't do what I do. Just don't. It's not worth it. Cultural military buildings is a really big improvement. We went so aggressive. I think I'm still working out my strategy for Antiquity because it can be really, really easy to look at this and say, you know what's really, really important? Getting science and culture. You really don't need science and culture to get the points. Like, I'm actually winning on legacy points. You're setting yourself up for exploration. Oh, everything's breaking. Oh no. Every settlement is now revolting. Hang on, let's have a look at this. So Dan Cave has got 1, Flying Foot has got 1, Mod Greener has got 1, Widget's got 1, I'm Daft's got 1, Kappa Yobby's got 1, Frankincense Battle Sword. My capital's not rebelling. Oh, well, that's okay then. Oh, well, everything's fine then. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, we might have a lot of settlements revolt. It's getting the balance. Aggressively expanding is good, but you need the infrastructure and you really need the settlement capacity. I went too early. I went where I saw an opportunity, and I think that was good. I just couldn't rock it eventually. Oh, well, my resources are disappearing. I thought there'd be a chance. I honestly thought there'd be a chance to get another economic point, but all of my improvements are being destroyed. There's not much I can do here. I don't have the gold to be fixing everything every turn. Look at this library, 88 gold fix. I've only got 67. We're just gonna have to hope that the AI finish this is just quick. Put me out of my misery. Franklin must be on future tech by now. I can't even convert anything now into a city because all the population's disappearing because of all the damaged buildings. Oh, it's doubly bad. Is there a button I can press that's like, have your settlements back? I don't want them anymore. Please, put me out of my pain. Over settlement cap. You don't say. Researching civics might help. You don't say. Oh, the game's full of good advice, isn't it? Code of laws. I can do merchants now. Wow, how did I get this far without being able to do merchants? That's staggering. Trade opportunity. You know what? I'm sure there are trade opportunities. No camels, though. So we want to send a merchant over to back. I'll just quickly do that, and then we're going to send another merchant over to the right. I mean, ultimately, everything's on fire, so why try and fix anything? We can just buy things to make us happy. Ultimately, I think that's the best strategy here. Yep, off you go. Go and buy things. The citizens of Dan Cave are extremely unhappy. They have risen in revolt against us. This will not stand. Okay, so we've got an option here. +2 war support for all wars I declare, or +2 happiness per age in all settlements. I think I really need the happiness. I did want to really stack war support. I'm already on +5. That would give me +7, which would be hilarious. All right, I'm gonna have to do that. The happiness would have fixed my problem. But who needs to fix the problem? Not me. Look, the game is gonna end before anything really bad happens. Probably. Why are there so many legion in Ravenna? Okay, don't think about that. Don't think about it. It's probably fine. Uh-oh. No, Mod Greener, Dan Cave, what have you done? Oh no, they're gone. They're all gone. Fine. We're gonna have to get these back. One way or another. Oh look, all my problems have been solved. No, we will get them back. No, my purpose in this game has never been clearer. We're gonna get our stuff back. No. I'm not entirely sure how all of that gave me an economic point, but there you go. So here is one general. You make your way over to Dan Cave. Got a second general here. You head over to Mod Greener. Got the ballista that'll be able to help, and then this third general will attempt to hold the line against the inevitable counterattack. Engineering. That is a very good start. Oh, everyone is hostile with everybody. This is a terrible continent. But look at this. We now have 7 war support. Me declaring war on somebody is now enough to absolutely cripple their economy. It's almost harsh. I mean, not quite, but almost. And to make sure that settler doesn't get anywhere. And if we can take the army commander out, that would be a good move as well. Excellent. I think I might have left my army commander open. Whoops. Onion Possum, I hope you brought a helmet. Don't know why I'm bothering to look at this screen at the moment. I've got no stats whatsoever. Never mind. Let's try and master some stuff for another codex. Yep, that was a bad place to leave my general. Never mind. We can move some of our troops around, keep ourselves a bit safer now. Attack the archers. The archers are weak. Franklin has finished Silk Roads, which means he's now on 9 points to my 6. It is not very good. This is a fantastic example, though. Amazing example of what happens when you expand too quickly. I'm glad I got to show you all. Don't worry, Mod Greener. We're here to help. We're here to return you to the loving, unhappy embrace of my empire. You thought you were safe. No one is ever truly safe. Also, hang on. No. Where do you think you're going? Hinder military production. There we go. Next turn, I should be able to invade. Crisis gets worse. This really isn't very good. Get rid of this one, and I'm just going to load the unhappiness into my capital. My capital can take it, I think. Oh, it can't really. No matter. Everyone else is just a little bit happier now. Oh, Xerxes has finally got the battle elephants out, and Widget just got ransacked by a giant flood. This truly is a massive crisis at the end of this age. I'm loving it. I'm actually going to get you all to pull back to Capiobi. Defend there. I do like the fact that my entire empire has migrated east. This is a very sort of Western Roman Empire feel I've got. The original capital, no, we're abandoning it. Oh, Lafayette, don't settle on the coast. No, don't do it. I don't have time for your nonsense. Okay, Mod Greener's back. I'm sure that won't absolutely catapult me into a dark age yet again. My relationship is not reducing, unfortunately. I think something else is pulling it up, so we're going to have to just give him 2 war support there. I get 7, so it's still 5 in my favor. That's fine. Dan Cave, I've returned. Panic not. Oh, why did I build such strong walls? Did I build those walls? I don't even remember. Capiobi is truly being surrounded. Come on, Dan Cave. You're allowed to rejoin me. It's fine. No one's judging. Come back in. Trade outpost. +10 happiness. You know we've got to do it. There we go. This is one of the few power cities. I mean, actually, it might make this into a city. Let's retreat. Private selection. Genoa Salami has been good to me, but maybe frankincense battle sword is where my future is. I like being able to just spawn immortals out. Get them to immediately attack. It's a good combo. Yeah, the reinforcements are here. You didn't expect all these, did you? Hold the line. We're 94% of the way through. We're so close. Chaos battling over here. We're using immortals left, right, and center, but don't worry, I'm spawning them quicker than they're dying. Come on, this should be enough. This should be enough. There's 3 injured but capable immortals. There we go, and we are Spain. We can reconquer a lost settlement. Dan Cave, you didn't think I was letting you go anywhere, did you? I mean, the AI is losing a ton of happiness as well. It's not just me. There's a lot of people that are very unhappy. Ostia, look at that. Rubbish. Ugh, it offends me. Maybe this is the time for a counterattack. Maybe we take 1 settlement to my north just because I can. As long as I'm the one doing the attacking, these archers are weak. I just have to be the one attacking. That's the trick. Dan Cave is back to being a town. we tried. Frankincense Battlesword. Let's elevate you potentially into being a city. Ooh, maybe in a bit. Would make you quite unhappy, but at the same time, it is tempting. Franklin has horsemen. All right, maybe we're not going anywhere. Defend the settlement. Oh, go with your gut. Another city. Oh, it's lost a lot of happiness from that. It's not a problem. I think we can fix it. I take it back. I don't think we can fix it. Give it a lot of production, though. That's sort of the same thing. And a point of Silk Roads. Okay, I was hoping I'd be able to push that through before the end of the game. We actually only need 4 or 5 more resources. That's a ridiculous thing. 7 points. Considering the chaos that I brought this particular age, I'm happy with that. That's good. I feel this general needs an appropriate name, considering it did liberate Dan Cave. Takamuff damage. Oh, yes. Maybe we can take this settlement out in the north. Maybe. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. Don't think there's anything we can do here to try and make my economy or my government better. It's all awful. We can't change the crisis around. Not that I think it would help. There's so much unhappiness. We really did get the worst crisis considering where this game is. Elephants are now being brought in to Kapiobi. Come on, just get to 100%. Oh no, flying foot now. Don't you be attacking me with a horseman. That is what I would call not on. Okay, the best thing we can do in this instance is to counter wildly. Franklin can't attack me if I'm attacking him. That's how it works, right? Pretty sure that's how it works. You know what, considering the crisis, we actually did the best possible thing by declaring war on both of these people because we've given them so much war weariness. All of their cities are now falling over in the crisis, so we have literally dragged everyone down with us. That's beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Leave this alone, please. Flying foot is going to get taken, which I disapprove of. Oh, and they're keeping a horseman. They're blocking the pass with a horseman. Oh, they know what they're doing. Sneaky. All right, we'll try and attack through. Oh, Antiquity just randomly came to an end. I have a feeling someone probably hit future tech. That could not have come any sooner. My empire was ripping itself to pieces, but hey, you know what? We actually had a really good result from that. Why did we have a really good result? Well, even though we lost a bunch of settlements, even though everything was on fire, we ended the age with everything. The settlement limit will fix itself in exploration. Our yields will recover. Our economy will recover. This is going to be a game that needs saving. I know Franklin's on 10 points. He dropped a military point. He dropped a culture point. We are 3 points behind. For the first time on this channel, I have some catching up to do, but we got through, and that's the most important thing. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. If you don't mind giving the video a like, if you like the series and you want to see more, that would be amazing. But otherwise, join me next time as we bash our skulls against the wall that is exploration. We have a lot of catching up to do, and Franklin, quite frankly, is a monster. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Capoyobi Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Technology Poet, Poppy Dude, Clibben Thurders, Debo91, Mushkin Mandeltort, Pete, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedge, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, MTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovawoo, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Sword to Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Dan Jamo, Buster Blader, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley, JP Genius, Arctic Fox. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye.